Thank you. You want to flip that real quick? So I have 8 minutes to cover 58 years of life. So I'm going to gloss through some of this, so please bear with me. On Monday, I turned 58. There's my lovely bride up there. We met at a tiny college called Carthage College in Kenosha, Wisconsin. She was 18, I was 22. We've been happily married 33 years, been together 36 years, so it's kind of cool. We are blessed with 4 young boys here, 4 older boys. The oldest one got married up here. That was kind of a fun time for us. Now he has children and all this good stuff. My oldest is 30 years old. He's a high school history teacher at Fountain Hills High, where he went to. He's also the head basketball coach. Second oldest went to the University of Redlands, played basketball there, which is in SoCal. He graduated and thank God came back to the Valley. He was sick of the traffic and everything else. The third one is Kyle. He's our drama queen. You have to have drama queens because it humbles you as a parent, because you think you got to go, and then you got Kyle. Kyle graduated from ASU, and him and his brother Patrick now have their own screen printing business and apparel business here in Phoenix, so he's doing fine. My last one is 6'7", Austin. He's the gregarious one to be heard above the din. And he also is going to ASU, so I don't really care about Notre Dame or Michigan State. It's ASU, baby. So he's a sophomore at ASU. He also is going to be a school teacher, and he's going to be a coach following his older brother's footsteps. So I personally was born in Kenosha, Wisconsin, right on Lake Michigan, about an hour outside of Chicago, about 40 minutes outside of Milwaukee. After graduated from college, I was a school teacher for 2 years, kind of my Red Cross years. I saved a few kids, but I lost a lot more, and so that was really frustrating. So I got out of teaching and I moved to Chicago. But while I was, you want to flip? So then I got into basketball coaching. I didn't realize how big a part that was going to be for me. But as a child, I played high school basketball, and we were treated like shit. Can I say shit here? Because of that, it wasn't just me, it was the whole group of kids that I vowed at that point. I had my aha moment that I was going to teach or coach high school basketball and treat every child with love and respect. So I have done that. I started coaching back where I played community. Oh, you want me to stay there? I played community college basketball. There you go. And I went back and coached while I was back in Wisconsin. Then I moved to Chicago, and I did not coach for years. I get involved with business. I'll touch base there. Started coaching out here in '98. I helped young kids become better game managers and treat the kids with love and respect. So I've worked at a couple different high schools here. Fountain Hills, we won 3 straight state championships, and that was cool because one of my sons, the one on the left there, was helping me as a coach, and then 2 of my kids were playing. So that was kind of unique. Assistant coach of the year, the state. And in 2011, we got beat in the finals. The neat thing about this photo is, I can't walk at all? Okay. Neat thing is, the oldest one, they did a nice article in the Fountain Hills newspaper. The 30-year-old is the head coach, has been for years, and he coached his kid brother for 2 years, which is kind of cool. I coached all 4 of them in high school, but there's a lot of parents that coach, but when you have siblings, it was kind of cool to watch the dynamics and listen to them bitch at each other and all that. Can I say bitch? So my life is family, basketball, of course. I played 20 years of rugby. I used to weightlift a lot, and that was my best sport, but man, I paid a price. Every morning I paid a price. Coaching, of course, we keep a boat on Saguaro Lake. Saguaro Lake is 25 minutes from our home. We keep a boat out there 6 months a year. We go out, cell phones don't work. Nobody can connect with you. It's a beautiful place. Also, Rocky Point, we went there the first time 19 years ago when we moved here. Fell in love with Rocky Point, so we bought a condo 10 years ago. And if a lot of folks have not been, you need to go that way versus San Diego because it's a magical place and it's still low cost and all that good stuff. And I love to read. I'm whipping through niche magazines. Ooh, I'm short on time. 1985, when I left teaching, I got really lucky. I was selling, just in sales. I met a young kid, younger than me, that was incubating a business, and I dove in. All the old people like me said, keep your day job, kid. And I said, So I saw an opportunity, and I seized it, and we built it up. We sold it in 1988 to Autotrader.com as a big brand. I stayed on for 4 or 5 years, ran it for them, built it up. And then I started my own magazine, a little west of them. I built that up and I sold that off. And my name was in those niche circles of magazines. So 1997, the Evil Empire, the Arizona Republic newspaper, brought me and the 4 young kids out here to launch a magazine for them, which I did. And I did other magazines while I've been here. So, last one. Now, why we're here is Tradeshow Source. Isn't that an exciting business model? In case you don't know what that means, Tradeshow Source is promotional products. I got into it back in '95 in Chicago, and we used to sell trade show displays, you know, those pop-up frame things everybody's kind of used to. But back then they were kind of newer, and we had a lot of large customers. And I was sitting in a customer's office, and somebody brought in boxes up to the ceiling, and I said, "What's that stuff?" She goes, "Oh, that's tchotchkes, that's trinkets, that's t-shirts, that's pens." She said, "Do you do that?" I said, "Would you buy it from me?" She goes, "Yeah." I go, "I do it now." I'm not that. Don't let the $6 haircut fool you. So I got into that then, and we've kind of morphed through the years, brought it out here. One of our reps has been with us for 15 years. She's top 1% of the industry. So I've always kind of played with it. Now I'm full-time with it and building it back up. And we kind of morphed into an apparel company. The adult children are doing it, and I have other sources. And a lot of folks love us because of pricing, and if something goes wrong, we fix it. That's important. The other part is the promotional product side of it, where you can put your logo on thousands of items. And again, the weird thing about my business is, thanks, Adrian, is a lot of people, when a mistake happens, because we work with little factories all over the country, when a mistake happens, then the people run away. They don't return calls, they don't answer it. And I've learned that you got to strengthen the relationship, and you eat business and fix it and move forward. So again, we built that business just one brick at a time. We work with a lot of schools because of the background of all of us. We also work with a fair amount of restaurant chains, and we're looking to build our footprint with marketing departments of hospitals and healthcare. And my time is up. Thank you very much.